Trevor Bauer, former pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers, Cleveland Indians. I'm forgetting another team. Cincinnati Reds as well, former Cy Young winner. He signed the biggest contract in MLB history for a pitcher at 151 smacks in 2021, being exiled from the league after sexual assault allegations and then having to go over to Japan. He has officially been cleared, and not only has he been cleared, both parties have settled to not pay a dime to anybody, and Lindsey Hill, who is his accuser, has been exiled into shame, it seems like, on the internet. And Dave, have you followed behind any of this evidence or no?
I'm just catching up now. I'll be honest with you, it's not something that pops up in my newsfeed on a daily basis, but it says here that there was some sort of phone call that was released. The audio of it.
This is juicy, Dave. So I want to be very clear. Real survivors of sexual assault and domestic abuse, thoughts and prayers are with you. To anybody making fake allegations, you deserve to rot for the rest of your life. And this seems to be one of those situations. So Lindsey Hill is the girl who filed the claims against Trevor Bauer. First off, she filed for a restraining order in June of 2021 and was denied it. And I think that we can all agree it's very easy to get a restraining order as a woman on a man in this day and age with how little evidence you need. But she was denied it, and text came out of her talking to one of her friends about Trevor Bauer, and quote, "My next victim is the star pitcher for the Dodgers." She also was quoted, "I'm going to be a whore to get in on his $51 million of net worth. I just need daddy to choke me out to get it." So those are some pretty incriminating things. And even one of the pitchers, former San Diego Padres pick, Jacob Nix, offered her $50,000 to do this to Trevor Bauer, to bury him. And so she obviously ends up getting her hooks into Trevor Bauer. They're hanging out, and she files the sexual assault charges against him. On the morning of her hanging out with him, there was a video that surfaced of her, like she took a selfie video of her in the bed with Trevor Bauer. Now he's asleep, and she looks totally normal. There's no bruises on her face. There's no scratches as she's claimed. And basically the courts have completely dismissed this case as phony. No actual evidence that she has actually misled the court. So Trevor Bauer is an innocent man, again, innocent until proven guilty, not the other way around. And I just love watching his vlog on YouTube every Sunday. He is obviously a world-class pitcher. I mean, he won the Cy Young in 2020, biggest contract ever in 2021. The charges come out, and then he's dropped, and not a single team even considers signing.
I know he signed over in Japan, but I certainly hope he's got enough left in the shoulder and the elbow to get back into the majors. Man, it's heartbreaking. It's
So he was suspended over 300 games originally, which is the equivalent of over 2 seasons. It was then dropped by half to 1 season. And when the suspension was dropped, the Dodgers had the ability to put him back on the active roster or release him and give him away to anybody else who wants him. So the Dodgers were on the hook for the full money, and any other Major League Baseball team would only have to pay him the absolute league minimum to get him. And not one team signed him. Not one team seemed to have any interest. So I'm curious now. And he did a video about all of this, which was very compelling, and I really enjoyed it. And I'll obviously throw clips in the video version of the show if you haven't seen them already. But I hope he gets back in the Major League Baseball, because he's just such an interesting, fascinating individual with his flying drones outside of the Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, to some of his antics off the field, to being so outspoken, to be calling out the commissioner. Like, could you imagine just to shit talk your commissioner so bad, but because you're so good, they can't do anything about that? Like, what a world! What an interesting guy.
I really hope the Blue Jays sign him so they can start him in the wild card series and then pull him after 3 shutout innings and 5 strikeouts. We did that already. Yeah, sorry, we did that with Jose Barrios. Yeah.
The Japanese baseball season is done, though, for the record.
Yeah, so is Yusei Kikuchi.
So he's a free agent now. He can sign anywhere he wants this offseason, which I'm interested. Any predictions? Where do you think he's going to end up, Dave?
Blue Jays. I'm hoping Blue Jays.
I hope so too. I would love to go see a Trevor Bauer game for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Hey, if you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button. We do a new podcast every single Sunday during the season called Sling the Biscuit. It is a non-mainstream hockey podcast, so we talk about my hockey career, the minor pros, Spain, the Fed, you name it, all the stuff that you won't hear in the mainstream news.
Music,
pop culture,
politics, a little bit.
Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you soon.